Righto, so I'm going to try and make a video about this 2raw2ride fella, because the amount of dramas it's been causing is pretty crazy, and I've certainly had more messages about that in the last week than just about any other equestrian topic ever. So my wife and I are long riders, and we have made every mistake there is to make, just about. And the last thing I would say to the guy is don't do it. I think everyone should take an equestrian journey. Life on horseback it's just unreal. There's nothing like it. I've had about 900 days on horseback, living wild and free through nearly 20 different countries in the last 4 years, and it's been the happiest time of my life. So I absolutely understand the appeal, and I understand why anyone would want to go and do it. But I prepared for 2 years, and I still got every single thing wrong. This year, I've done 48 hours preparation for every 24 hours we'll end up spending on the road over some 20 weeks this year. That goes from the gear, through to the training of the horse, through to the training of myself, just everything. A month, it's not enough time. The horse he has is not suitable. I'm on a monstrous 8-year-old sports horse. He is a Cabradin Cross Arabian, and he's just bucking and cow kicking, flying through the air because he's so excited to be out today. This horse is bred for this kind of stuff. He's bred for FEO endurance races at top level. He's bred for 160 kilometer endurance races. Walking horses, they are not bred for endurance. They can be conditioned to endurance, but it takes a hell of a long time. So look, it's just not the right horse. There's not the right time, and there's not the right preparation. But the big three things that took me a long time to really get my head around, and I'm talking 2 years, when it comes to long distance riding, there's three things that must be correct: saddle fit, your balance, and your overall weight. Now, in all my gear, I'm 180 pounds on this horse with 4 days food and water, ready to go and ride. My saddle weighs 6 pounds. The Bros saddle, the raw2ride guy, his saddle weighs 28 pounds. It's too heavy, and it's a $200 Craigslist saddle, where this is a €2,000 saddle that is custom made for this horse and custom fitted. And it's also adjusted daily on the road. So a $200 Craigslist saddle, which is not a long riding saddle, it's just going to chew the horse's back out. Now, the balance of the horse is so important. The way he threw his saddle on in his first video there, it shows no regard for the horse at all. When he gets on from the ground and drags the saddle over. Now that's basically going to throw the biomechanics of every part of that horse out of whack. It's going to chew out the spine. Everything's just not going to work. He does have a good cinch though. We ride in mohair girths as well, so that part is good. His gear is terrible, and it's not at all balanced. Now, so overall weight, he's just way too heavy for that horse. It's just way too heavy. I mean, short walks, everything like that, that's fine. But is what he's doing like any worse than what anyone else does with horses? I mean, let's take the Tevis Cup for instance. Last year, 2 horses died. One died in a trail incident. Now, you can have a trail incident at any moment on any horse anywhere in the world. It happens. So I'm not blaming the Tevis for that at all. Another horse ate a poisonous plant. Horses do dumb shit all the time. They have the brain of a 2-year-old, they weigh 500 kilograms, and they make bad choices. Anyone that's owned a horse will tell you shit happens. But what he's doing, he's been advised by so many people not to do it, and he's doing it anyway. Now that's the difference between a mistake and a fuck up. If you don't know, you make mistakes. If you know better and you do it anyway, that's a fuck up, and that's unforgivable. The Tevis Cup incidents, they were incidents. They happen. Now, don't get me wrong, cases of horse abuse happen every single day. From like 19 million horses in Germany, 90% have saddles that don't fit, and a great number of them are fat with fat riders. I mean, then there's just straight neglect. People neglect horses every day. 2-year-old racing industry. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's terrible. It just destroys horses. Every day, these animals are abused, and it's got to the point that horses, being the most abused domestic animal, we're just used to it. So this guy is doing something that is purely ego-based, and I can respect that. And there is a lot of room in horsemanship for ego. I mean, champion barrel racers, champion cutters, you know, cowboys, man, they got fucking egos. So I'm not giving him shit for his ego. But the guy has been advised he's doing everything wrong, and he continues to do everything wrong. And as far as I'm concerned, that is really shitty. I have 3 rules for horsemanship when it comes to long riding. They are, horse welfare must be put first above all else. Do no harm to your horse. And I have harmed my horses through ignorance. I no longer do this, but it's taken me 6 years to get to this point. The next is, it's only ever one of your turns to be scared, and it's never your turn. And the other one is, if the horse ever does anything wrong, don't blame it. Have a look at yourself and figure out what you did that made the horse react in that way. So if your 3 rules for a long ride are make Seattle in 100 days, never pay for lodging, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it's just not right. It's just not right. Now, I'm not saying don't do a long ride to this 2raw2ride guy. I'm saying, bro, just hi-ho. Just take a break, rest your horse up, get your gear better prepped, get yourself better prepped, learn a bit more about horsemanship, and take it on next year. Just don't do it this year. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying take a break. Take a break for the sake of the horse. Take a break for the sake of your public image, which it's not too late to salvage. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've had days when people have fucking hated us for shit we've done, and rightly so too. But we have done everything in our power to amend those errors. And it's time to just stop and get in contact with us. I've got a couple of saddles, like secondhand saddles. I can hook you up with an appropriate 6-pound long rider saddle, proper long rider gear, and there's a ton of us, and I mean a ton of us, hundreds of us that are prepared to help you out with every single aspect of the journey. But please, just it's, you know, this is a case of you've hit the punching bag a few times and you think you can jump in the ring with Tyson. Well, I did the similar sort of thing and we got knocked the fuck out. And unfortunately, a knockout is a knocked out horse or a very, very badly injured person. So yes, like I say, peace be with you. All the best, good luck. I understand your passion, I understand your enthusiasm. I respect that you need ego to take on a journey like this. But unfortunately, you do not have the right horse, the right gear, or the right attitude or time frame or any number of things. So give it a year, buddy. Give it a year. I hope that came off as respectfully as it was intended. Because I'm not trying to be a cunt. I'm just trying to help grow this sport and make sure that when people do it, they do it right, so that the next people that go to do it aren't immediately labelled as one of those long riders that kills horses. Cheers, cunts.